Welcome back to week 5, the first day of the training week. If you saw the mic'd up video or saw that I had the mic'd up video, that was from Sunday. So I didn't take the typical rest day on Sunday because I was with family on Saturday. So I was a little bit nervous that the session might be a little bit worse than it actually turned out to be. It actually turned out to be pretty darn good. So the snatches today were 3 sets of 2. And I was pretty aggressive with these. So the first working set was at 100, which felt pretty good. And I did the doubles kind of slow, so more like a cluster set. And a big reason for that is just because I'm not using straps for them. So I'm not trying to do them as fast as possible or as quick as I would if I was using straps. So just trying to get as much practice without straps as possible. But like I said, the first working set was with 100. I went up to 110, made the first rep, and then missed the second one. Then actually went all the way up to 120 and made the first one, albeit with a press out on the left side, and then missed the second one. And then I took a couple of cracks at 125. The first one felt good, but it was just, I was just too slow and tired at that point and just not strong enough on this day. And then the second one I just clarked, but I'm happy to be confident enough to be attempting those weights and to hit 120 again, because 120 is my max in the program right now. Obviously, I've done more recently. I would say my true like 1 rep max, if I was like just peaking or whatever, would be closer to 130. But to be able to do this at the beginning of a training week and after trying to do doubles here, like you see this first 110, I caught the bounce pretty well. So I was pretty hopeful that I'd be able to do the second one, but I was just too fatigued. I think like this is the difference of like if I had straps on, I think the second rep I would have had a lot better chance at. The 120 I don't think was happening with or without straps, but at the beginning of this block of training, I did do 110 for a triple with straps, I believe. So it certainly does help with repetitions. But you see here, just too far forward, and the left side. Thankfully, a lot of the left side that you see leaning over is nothing. Like my shoulder feels good. I think a lot of it's actually IT band related, because my IT band is really sore today from training or just in general. So I think a lot of that is the bar balance is being pushed to that left side a little bit more than what would be ideal. So it's something that I need to be aware of and just kind of work on. And that was some of the accessory work I did at the end of the session, were some hip adduction, I believe that it is called, basically standing with the cable on my foot and then raising my leg away from my body. So my right leg could be raising towards my right arm, and it works your hip. I didn't do the inside, which I think is abduction. I always forget those terms or mix them up, but it felt really good on both legs actually at the same time, the stabilizing leg and with the leg that I was moving with the cable. So I definitely want to continue to add those in. I think those will be a really good corrective exercise to do along with those external rotators, which I didn't do today, but I didn't really need them today. This was the second exercise with hang clean and jerks, which went fantastic. So I had one weird miss with 145 that you'll see here in a second, where the bar slipped off my shirt as I was standing up with it, but I was really happy with how all my jerks looked. I was happy with the fluidity of the clean, essentially doing like a little clean pull and then going right into the hang and not hesitating at the top. See there, I was really happy with the jerk, just everything about that felt good. And this is the one miss I had, but this is more as you see it, actually can kind of see it slipping off, but it didn't feel bad at all, and I was really confident to come back with this one and just had that perfect, although I leaned forward standing up, but it definitely felt good throughout. And you see there the jerk I was really happy with as well. So definitely hitting jerks like that with 145 was really good, and I actually jumped all the way up to 155, and I actually made this one. The clean was even better than the 145, which is interesting. It crashed on me a little bit, but it's a really, this is a PR for this movement. And yeah, I was really happy with that jerk, so I was pretty stoked about that. Part of me wanted to go up to something more, but with my IT band being a little bit achy, I didn't want to push past that. Plus I had these pause squats. I have 70 kilos on the bar. It's loaded weird because my roommate was squatting as well. But you see here, taking normal jumps, so 70 to 120, and then I had 3 doubles that started at 170. I did the first set at 170 and the second 2 at 175. Not really to add weight, but mostly just to throw the clip on there, and I figured I would be able to do that because this is where the weights were moving okay. These were certainly felt difficult, but it was more like my IT band was kind of hurting, so I definitely just want to be aware of that and just continue to kind of stretch and work on that area. I'm not really sure why. There's not, there wasn't anything, but it is the right side where I had that hip issue or that hip injury earlier in the year, so I'm sure it's just something flaring out from that, but hopefully it's just temporary. Still did all my lifts and nothing, got tweaked or anything. It's just kind of general soreness, but that's kind of the name of the game when it comes to lifting. This is my last double here, and after that, like I mentioned, I did the hip adduction work at the end, and that was really the only accessory I did, but a really solid session, honestly. I hit the 120 snatch, even though I did miss the second of the double. That would have been a PR double without straps if I would have been able to do that. And then the 155 hang clean jerk was already a PR. So really productive day, really great start to the week. But yeah, hopefully more good lifts this week. But that's it for this one. I'll talk to you on the next video, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.